All right, folks, good morning. Today, I'm going to show you how to change an air filter on a 2013 Fiat 500. I got this air filter off of Rock Auto. It was about 12 or 13 bucks. And I think the only tools we're going to need for this job are a rather large flathead screwdriver and one of these right angle Phillips screwdrivers, because there's three screws you got to undo, and one of them has a very tight space. So you either need like a stubby Phillips head or flathead, or like one of these right angle tools, which I've used this many times. It's a lifesaver because when you need to get into a tight spot, this is pretty much the only thing that'll do it. So yeah, I'm gonna take this apart and we'll change this filter out pretty quick. Alright, the first step is to remove this rather useless plastic engine guard. There's about four spots where this thing's attached to the engine. All you gotta do is pull up on each corner, like so. Yeah, there's no screws or anything holding it down, so just a gentle pull up, the thing pops right off. And as you can see, it's just, sound insulation and plastics. It's actually not really that important to have on the car. I might just leave it off after this. Anyways, so there is the engine itself, or at least the air intake for the engine, and we're going to remove this piece here. That's where the air filter is, right here. And we've got, as you can see, we've got three. There's one right there, and the hard to reach one right here. Which we'll use the, where is it? Where'd it go? Over here. We're going to use that one to undo that screw. Alright, here's the first screw. They're rather tight. It's a good thing I have this monster flathead to take it off. I don't know why they're so tight, but they are. But it's not too hard to get off. Alright, here's the second screw. It's a lot easier to get this one off because there's not much in the way like the first screw. The first screw has this little ridge in the way, so you have to come at it at an angle. This one, it's just straight onto the actual screw head itself. Not too bad. And that third one's going to be a slight challenge. It's going to take more time, obviously, but whatever. It's just three screws. Not a big deal. Alright, so I just learned something. The right angle screwdriver I was using doesn't provide enough torque to turn this last screw, so I had to go and get a 5/16 wrench to get this off. Oops. Oh my goodness. It's gone. It's gone forever. Oh god. Alright, that only took 2 seconds to get that wrench back. Okay, let's undo this last screw here. It's going to take a little bit of time, but at least it's working. Alright, we are getting near the end of undoing this bolt, and as soon as this is undone, we can open up the filter box and see the filter. Alright, before we actually pull open this whole thing here, I can see the filter, but I don't have enough room to get the new filter in or the old filter out, especially on this side here, because the intake hose is kind of holding it in place. So I'm going to go ahead and undo this nut right here, and then this intake hose will kind of move freely, and I can have a little more room to put the air filter in. The 5/16 wrench, the crescent wrench, is also good for this nut here. The same one we used for the air intake box screws. So I'm just going to undo this one, and we can move that intake hose aside. So after I took that nut off, the air filter intake tube wasn't coming out that easily, so you have to kind of go in through this little hole here with a, like a long screwdriver, and you have to kind of push the beginning of the hose back towards the engine. There seems to be little fins, little plastic fins that are holding it in place. Also with this nut that you take off after this nut's come off. So yeah, so just stick a screwdriver in and kind of push it like this, and let's see if the whole thing should come out now. Let's see. It should just kind of come right out of the metal work there. Yep, there it goes right there. So you just kind of pull it out, and now it's free to move. And now I can probably access, yeah, I have a lot more room to access the filter itself right here. So perfect. All right, so now we have access to the filter. Let's see how bad this filter actually is. I've never changed the filter in this car before. So this is you're seeing it the first time I'm seeing it too. My guess is that this filter is probably a couple years old. It's fine. It's not too bad. I mean, it definitely needs to be changed, but it's not the worst I've ever seen. So got some leaf debris here. Let's see what's inside the box itself. We got some, oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to break out the vacuum and vacuum up all those dead leaves. Awesome. Well, at least the filter did its job, and it didn't go any further. All right, let me go vacuum this up. Alrighty, we got out all those lovely old dried leaves, and now let's take out the new filter. Alright, look at that. Beautiful. Perfect. Alright, we're going to stick this in same way the old one came out. Okay, almost there. There we go, perfect. It's in. Very nice. Alright, now that the filter's in, all you gotta do is make sure the bottom tabs are still in place. There's like 3 or 4 tabs on the bottom of this filter housing that kind of stick into this housing itself. And then all you gotta do is reverse everything you did when you took off the screws. Put these 3 screws back, 1, 2, 3, and then you put back the air filter hose nut right there, and you should be good to go. Alright, thanks for watching.